So Elon Musk is crying about South Africa again on Twitter, and is crying about that Starlink is not allowed to operate in South Africa because he's not black. So before I give you myself opinion how I break it down, and very interesting stuff that happened, there's some of the tweet that I want to reference just to break it down, the fundamental problems of just to cover everything. Let me just read you this. The South African government claims Elon's unprogressive views were a key factor in their decision to prevent Starlink from operating in the country. In South Africa, companies must at least 30% of their ownership or economic involvement owned by black South Africans. The rule of the this is the rule part of the broad-based Black Economic Empowerment (BEE) policy in short, which seeks to correct past economic inequalities apartheid times by encouraging the economic involvement of disadvantaged groups. Meanwhile, Starlink is what is that? Oh my god, I can't pronounce that word. Internet access across Africa, already active in 19 countries with plan to expand even further. Starlink says, SpaceX says Starlink covers every corner kilometer of Africa. Yes, South Africa chose politics over innovation, connectivity, and economic growth. As Elon said, Starlink is not allowed to operate in South Africa because I'm not black. I hope now you get the whole picture. So he reposted a couple of pictures with the same caption, a couple of tweets yesterday with the same caption. Starlink's not allowed to operate in South Africa because of whatever. And I remember last month when he was talking about the white genocide in South Africa, I told you he's not probably it's not because of, first of all, even because it was fake news, propaganda, whatever he was spreading. He was only spreading it because he was mad about Starlink all along, since the beginning. All the beef that he had is because of Starlink. Now, there's interesting points that I like to take credit for, which I can't, that some of the South Africans responded to this tweet. Actually, not tweet, a couple of his tweets. He's crying about South Africa that wants to own 30% of every business, every company in South Africa. He complains about it. He's like, no, this is wrong, whatever, the state can own that, I can't follow the BE. And then South Africans responded with something that I find interesting. I didn't even think about it at the moment, but I saw it. I was like, okay. I saw on the site, usually on Twitter, TikTok, it shows something like this. It shows on the side what's happening, trending stuff. I saw 50% of TikTok. Most of South Africans responded with, oh, so the US, it's okay for the US to demand 50% of TikTok to be owned by the states or to be owned by an American company. But when it's South Africa, it's wrong. He ain't saying shit. He's not saying any shit about TikTok being forced to be sold to an American company or 50% to be owned by an American company or to be owned by the states. Oh, that one is right. Oh, that one is okay. National state security. But when it comes to South Africa, oh, it's a problem. It's a problem. And I think one of the comments that I saw on the tweet outlined very interesting stuff. Actually outlines what Julius Malema has been saying for a very long time, which I never took serious. Sometimes Julius Malema says, very outrageous stuff. You know what I'm saying? But he's been saying this. It's one of the things that Julius Malema has been repeatedly saying. It's one of the stuff that I only hear him saying. And yesterday it was proven, at least I saw the point of view of it. Julius Malema said, the biggest fear of some of these most white people, some, not all white people, some, I like to be precise in things that I say, very few, is that they fear, especially the older ones, they fear, what I've noticed is actually with old white people, their biggest fear is being equal. They hate being equal. They are used to privilege. When the thing is that when you're used to privilege and that privilege has to be taken away, now you have to go back to equal playing field. It seems unfair to you. So the reason why he said that is because another comment that really struck my interest relating to this, that connects what Julius Malema is saying and also what Elon Musk was saying and also the US government. I think that tweet covers everything. It covers everything. So the tweet goes like this. I'm paraphrasing, of course. I don't remember clearly what it says, but it goes something along lines of oh, Elon Musk, not precisely Elon Musk, is that I wish I remember it correctly. I could have said it so correctly, but I can just paraphrase. It goes the terms like this. or when it's a white law, it's something about if it's a white law, they believe that the white law is more superior than the black law. So what it means with covering the whole thing, I think the tweet was talking about responding to Elon Musk complaining about Starlink not being allowed to operate in South Africa or whatever. That outlines is that, so the white law, they believe that the white law is more superior than the black law, and goes back to what, if you look at it exactly, like it links up with what Julius Malema used to say, and also it shows that this is not, people see Elon Musk and Donald Trump's and whatever, although there's other great stuff that they are doing in their life, at the end of the day they're still people, and they're driven by self-interest. And the only thing that Elon Musk was mad from the beginning, before he started spreading the news about white genocide, whatever, it was because of Starlink. It was because of Starlink. And my thing is that he feels like he's doing us a favor. Like why does it seem like he's doing South Africa a favor? Like he's saying, if you read this tweet, absolutely. Where is it? Where is that tweet? It was something along the lines of, oh, South African government is blocking its people from innovation and whatever. If you feel like you're doing us a favor by bringing Starlink in South Africa, like, first of all, it's not. You're not doing us a favor. Let's start right there. It's not do. If you do us a favor, take that favor, take it somewhere else. That's my answer to it. Like, take it somewhere else. Cause the point that was brought up, that was even trending on the side, where it was like 50% of TikTok. So he doesn't have a problem with the US government demanding 50% of TikTok, but when South Africa demands 30% of any business that's operating in South Africa, it's a problem. Can you see the huge difference from 30 to 50? Oh, there's no problem. And it's not the first thing they do this. There's multiple businesses that have been banned. Talk about, I think the end of this tweet here, which is sort of repeat over them, is SpaceX talk about economic growth. Where is it? It was something about South Africa is blocking people. Let me see. Oh, meanwhile, Starlink is liberalizing internet access across already 19 countries with price to expand further. Okay, South Africa choose politics over innovation. How funny is that? Isn't it the same thing that the US government is doing, no? Banning every every Chinese company that's very innovative. They ban Chinese cars, they ban Chinese phones because they are better. Like, let's be honest, it's because they are better. Last month, not even last month, I think last week, they banned a DJI drone, which is a Chinese company that makes one of the best drones in the world. It's really popular. So they banned it. The only reason they banned it is not because of national security. It's because they're better, because they can't keep up with the competition. So when the US does that, yeah, it's okay. But when African countries, let me just say, South African companies in this particular, when they do that, oh no, you guys are wrong. But anyways, I don't want to get into details. When things happen like this, oh my god, I just woke up, I just wanted to do this video. I just find it so interesting. I think I wanted to outline. Usually when things like this happen, I just ignore it, like the white genocide. I didn't even make a video about it. But I think the couple of tweets that I read to you, that the people, South Africans, responded to it, I just found them very interesting. Like, but anyways, see you next time.